Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Uncle Chrissy. It has been a minute. I think it's been close to a month since I posted. Hey, thank you all so much for reaching out and everybody checking in with me, making sure I'm doing okay. It's just been hectic. It's just been an absolute whirlwind of life. All good stuff, I promise you. Thank you to each and every one of you who checked in again. And yeah, we're looking forward to jumping back into it. Looks like we got a little bit of a quiet summer coming up here for us. I said the other day, Nike's going to be a little dark on the sneakers app for what's today? Like the 29th of June or end of June. So probably going to be like another week and a half before we start seeing ramp up on the sneakers app. And I wanted to come at you now because we're about 6 months through the year. We're halfway through the year. We're moving on to the second half, and I want to talk about what has been some of my favorite releases for the year. Honestly, I've been very vocal about this. I think this year has been a little lackluster for sneakers. I haven't been thrilled with the amount of shoes the amount of shoes, I can't say that, but just the level of heat. Like I don't really see it this year. The Nike SB team to me has really underwhelmed with everything they've done so far this year. I think maybe the Heights and Owls were probably my favorite of the year, and even those were nothing special to me, but it was a cool looking pair for sure. But overall, like, just been underwhelmed. Like, there hasn't been a whole lot. Like I said the other day, I've bought one pair of sneakers all year long, and it's kind of been nuts for me to only do that, but it's nice on the pocketbook. It really is. So, without further ado, I want to talk about my top 5 sneakers of the year. This is in no specific order, no specific order, no specific order. This is not 1 through 5. This is just me throwing out the 5 shoes that I have really appreciated this year. First and foremost, I've said this numerous times, the Undefeated Terra Humara, the cargo khaki colorway. I love this shoe. I love the brand. I love Undefeated. I love what they stand for. Love the aesthetic that they have, and I love the cargo green. That olive green army tone is one of my favorites. It's got that old school outdoor vibes from the late 90s, early 2000s. I never had this shoe growing up, but I do really like what they did with it right now. It's definitely it's a one you can knock around in. It's a knock around shoe. You can wear it out in the rain. You can stomp in the mud and not have to worry too much about it. But the aesthetics are still pretty clean that you can dress it up if you want. Love what they did with this. The Undefeated Terra Humara cargo khaki was pretty easy to get off their website, and I was able to do that myself. So after that is going to be the Jackie Robinson, the Air Max 1. Phenomenal pair of shoes and a fitting tribute to a real American hero. They've been doing this for a little while now. We've had Griffeys, Dunks, Air Forces, and every year they just seem to get better. They really do. The quality is top notch. The details, everything is top notch when they do these Jackie Robinson pairs, as they should be, because like I said, Jackie Robinson is the one who really embodies more than an athlete. This man did a lot to move America forward, and I'm glad to see they get the respect that he deserves. But really clean looking shoe. The details on it, with what you see on the insole of it, and the quality of the shoe is really unmatched in anything we've seen from an Air Max in recent memory anyway. So the Jackie Robinson Air Max 1, really tight supply. These went out on the sneakers app, but love it. Absolutely. I love what they did with this shoe. After that, I'm going to have to say the Bronson, the 1906R, the Medusa colorway. So they put out, what, 3? Yeah, 3 colorways of this shoe, and this has been my favorite of it. The 1906R, I'm starting to see this shoe a lot more out in the streets. I've never been a real big New Balance guy, but I do like this shoe. I like the color combination. I hit the EQL raffle, and was that a week ago, maybe a week and a half, and still have them in hand. So I can't really say too much else about them, but I do like the pictures of it. Look really nice. From what I hear, the 1906 is a really comfy one. Hopefully this shoe will come in the next week or two, and I'll be able to share that one a little bit more. But overall, I like the aesthetics of it, and I'm looking forward to getting it, to getting that pair in hand. After that, it's got to be the Bread Force, the Reimagines. I did say that I wasn't 100% thrilled with this shoe, but I'm trying to make a top 5 list, and out of sheer respect to the Bread 4, I got to put it in there. I was really excited when they said they were going to do leather in lieu of nubuck, but then when I got it in hand, it didn't really excite me the way that I was hoping for. But it really is a nice shoe. Obviously, the aesthetics, the bread colorway is probably my favorite color combination of all time. I wear black and red shoes literally all the time. It's my favorite. The Jordan 4, I'm not the biggest Jordan 4 guy. I don't find them to be the most comfortable. But honestly, you got to show respect where it's deserved. good looking shoe. They definitely stepped up the comfort level on the fours now that they moved on to the the new shape, the new molding, new levels of comfort. They definitely stepped it up, so I'm glad to see that. And it's a Bred 4. Like, what are you gonna say? You got to tip your hat to it. After that, this one might ruffle a little feathers, right? Might ruffle a little feathers, but I gotta throw the Artifact in there. I gotta throw the Artifact Dunk Genesis Low, the Void colorway. I gotta throw it in there. It's a forward-thinking shoe. It may not be for everyone. It may not be a pair that you can wear every day, but I gotta actually put it in there because it's something that's moving the needle. Like, it's moving the game forward a little bit. They got a whole lot of different materials on the shoe. They got that ultra light, really thick, really chunky outsole on it. There's like a hemp material that they use for the overlays. You got that holographic looking swoosh and Artifact logo on the inside. You got the modular attachments that can go on and off. I don't have the pair in hand. I never got to touch a pair of them, but I have heard they're really comfy. I have heard that they're surprisingly light, given the aesthetics, and relatively comfy to wear. That midsole, whatever they use on them, the outsole is actually supposed to be really light and really, really cushioned. But again, I'm very excited to see what Artifact did with this shoe. I love how they released it, with the token gated opportunities for their members, their NFT holders. You had the Complex Con operation to order it in hand when you were at the show. You had the Shopify option to pre-order pairs. Then they had the sneakers drop where they brought it to the masses. But I like this. I like what they're doing. I like the new style release method. It's cool. I like the fact that I love the fact that it's got the RFID, that you can link it back to the blockchain and verify that your pairs are 100% authentic. That's a big one. That's a big, big needle mover for me. So I got to show respect to Artifact for it. And yeah, that's my list. That's my top 5 for the year. So again, it's the Undefeated Terra Humaras, the Cargo Khakis. It is the Bronson Medusa, the 1906R. Love that colorway. The Jackie Robinson Air Max 1, the Air Jordan 4 Bred Reimagined, and the Artifact Dunk Low Genesis Void. I'm Uncle Chrissy. That's my top 5 list for the year. So far this year, anyway. Looking a little bit forward down the road, the Dark Mocha 1 Low Top. Y'all know me, the Air Jordan 1 Low Top is probably my favorite silhouette. The Mocha color palette is probably my favorite color palette. So it is going to be very, very hard pressed to see any other shoe that can beat that one from being my #1 sneaker of the year come December and January. I don't see anything beating it. There's nothing that I've seen so far that's going to come close, so long as it's not made out of some Fisher-Price plastic materials. That shoe will probably be on the top of my list as long as it releases. It's supposed to come out in September. That's the one I'm looking forward to, and also the Black Cement 3. Black Cement 3 is probably one of my favorite Jordans of all time. I got the older model pair right here. I'm looking forward to seeing that shoe. There's been some back and forth. Is it going to be reimagined? Is it not? I'm kind of in a wait and see when that happens, but those are the top 2 that I am looking forward to for the rest of the year. You will probably see those number 1 and 2 respectively on my end of the year list, but that's it. Hit the comments down below. Let me know what you think. I'm Uncle Chrissy. Make sure you're subbed into the channel. Got alerts turned on so you don't miss any emergency press conferences. Follow me on Twitter at Uncle_Chrissy and on Instagram at Uncle.Chrissy. Yeah, I know I couldn't get the same one for all of them. I wish I did. But that's about it. I'm going to wrap it up. Hit the comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your top 5 is. Peace.